Hey everyone, today we're going to do this pretty patriotic princess look. I'm going to be using the Crinoline July 1st one stroke. You probably saw me use this in a previous video where I did 4th of July fast faces. So we're going to start off with that same princess crown design from the fast faces video where we just do 3 loops and then around under each eye to a point. Then I'll puff on some Afterglow Cosmetic glitter in iridescent blue fairy wing and add a little gem right in the center with some Maron Add Gem adhesive. So to complete this design and make it super fancy and pretty, we're going to use some Crinoline white on a number 5 Loew Cornell brush, and I'm just going to pull in a series of 2 curved teardrops and then come back and loop them around, and then a series of 3 dots down from the center gem, 3 dots from the inner corner of the eye, and then a series of dots on the pointy tips. If you see that your dots are starting to look kind of imperfect like that, it means you don't have enough paint loaded on your paintbrush. So go back in and get some more white, and then just go ahead back over those same dots, and then I'm just pulling a series of dots inward. And then I'll just add a series of dots across the top loop as well. For some extra interest, I'm just going to load up a 3/4 inch Protege angle brush, and I'm going to come to each side of the loops and pull in 3 comma shapes toward the center of my forehead. So 1, 2, 3, with the tails all facing toward the center of the bridge of my nose. And now I'm going to take the same brush and I'm just going to dab it all the way around in little spiky shapes. This kind of emulates a firework effect. And now I'll just come back and give a little backward swirl to that center swirl, and I'll come in with a series of 3 teardrops on each side. Now I'll be using my Ultimate Graffiti Eye Stencil, the little stars on there, and a Fantasy Worldwide sponge to add some stars to this design since it's a patriotic look. And in just a second, you'll see that the stencil lifted off a little bit of the paint from the swirl, but that's okay. I'm just going to go right back over it with a little more of the white Crinoline paint. And I'll just add a few little dots to the center of those fireworks that I made, and then I'll come in with some Crinoline Phthalocyanine Blue on a number 1 liner brush, and I'm just going to give all of the swirls and curls and teardrops a quick outline. So when I'm doing these outlines, I'm really striving for a thick to thin brush pressure to give some really nice interest to the lines. And now I'll just outline one side of each of those little dots just to help them stand out a little bit more. And for some extra sparkle, I'm going to go in with some blue gems, and I'll add a series of 2 above my center gem. And I'll also come to the sides and add 2 to the center of my fireworks as well. And that's it. That's the finished patriotic princess look. I hope you guys like this and can use some element of this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.